Nothing ruins a round faster than a driver that sends every tee shot into the woods or water. For high handicappers, the wrong club can exaggerate slices, punish off-center hits, and kill your confidence. That's why I spent 4 months testing 2025's top drivers designed for higher handicaps, playing real rounds, not just hitting range balls. If you want honest reviews, hit subscribe, because I'm breaking down the 6 drivers that boosted my scores and confidence, and the ones that made my game worse. Check the description for current prices and discounts. Let's get started. The most aesthetically pleasing driver I tested extensively is the Mizuno ST Max 230, and after using it for 2 months of regular play, it proves that beautiful looks don't translate to better golf scores for struggling players. The premium blue and black color scheme photographs well, but performance on the course tells a different story. The large head size does inspire confidence at address, and the visual appeal makes you want to swing aggressively. Mizuno's claims about improved stability sound impressive in marketing materials, but real-world performance during pressure situations revealed limitations. The sound and feel provide subtle feedback that appeals to better players, though high handicappers often need more obvious feedback to understand what went wrong with missed shots. During my testing with typical high handicap swing flaws, this driver punished mistakes more severely than truly forgiving alternatives. Off-center hits still resulted in significant distance and accuracy loss, defeating the purpose of game improvement equipment. For high handicappers prioritizing looks over performance, it succeeds. But for players needing actual help with consistency, better options exist. When I tested the Callaway Elite X for players fighting a slice, the draw bias initially seemed helpful until it became obvious the correction was too aggressive for most situations. After 6 weeks of course play, the predominant draw bias created new problems while solving old ones. The high launch characteristics genuinely help players who struggle to get the ball airborne, and the 13-gram adjustable weight provides some customization options. The thermoformed carbon crown looks premium and feels solid at impact. The easy launch proved beneficial during testing, particularly for slower swing speed players who need help achieving optimal trajectory. The overall build quality meets Callaway's typical standards. However, the draw bias felt too strong during my testing, turning straight shots into hooks and manageable fades into duck hooks. Players with inconsistent swing paths found the correction unpredictable and sometimes counterproductive. The sole design divides opinion visually, though that matters less than performance. For players with severe slice problems, the draw bias might help. But for most high handicappers, the correction creates new consistency issues. After extensive testing of the Titleist GT2, the clean, traditional appearance at address appeals to golfers who prefer classic aesthetics. But the performance doesn't justify the premium positioning for struggling players. The familiar Titleist look inspires confidence, though results often disappoint. The lightweight construction incorporates impressive technology, and the proprietary matrix polymer creates pleasant sound and feel characteristics. The clean address position eliminates distracting visual elements that can affect confidence. The forgiveness improvements, particularly on heel and bottom strikes, showed some benefit during my testing. The overall construction quality reflects Titleist's attention to detail and engineering expertise. However, for high handicap players needing maximum help, this driver feels designed more for better players who appreciate subtlety. The forgiveness, while improved, doesn't match dedicated game improvement designs. The premium pricing assumes brand loyalty justifies the cost, but players struggling with consistency need more help than this driver provides. Traditional looks appeal to some, but performance should matter more for higher handicappers. When I tested the Ping G440 SFT during 2 months of regular play, the draw bias proved genuinely effective at reducing right misses without creating unpredictable overcorrection. The SFT designation, straight flight technology, delivers on its promise for players fighting a slice. The draw bias increase from the previous G430 model creates noticeable improvement in ball flight for chronic slicers. During my testing, right misses became dramatically less frequent and less severe when they occurred. The Carbon Fly crown improves the visual appeal significantly over previous generations, and the overall construction feels premium, despite the controversial sole design. The easy high launch helps players who struggle with low ball flight. The feel and feedback improvements make this driver more enjoyable to hit than previous SFT models. The technology integration feels purposeful rather than gimmicky. However, players without slice issues might find the draw bias unnecessary or occasionally problematic. The sole design won't appeal to everyone, though it doesn't affect performance. For players specifically battling a slice, this driver provides genuine help. The draw bias works without creating new problems, making it effective for its intended purpose. After 4 months of extensive testing, the TaylorMade G440 Max earned recognition as the most visually appealing driver that also delivers genuine performance improvements for high handicap players. The stunning looks create confidence, while the technology actually helps your golf game. The massive 34-gram rear weight genuinely stabilizes the club head through impact, creating noticeably tighter shot dispersion during my testing. The lower center of gravity fixes the high spin problems that plagued the previous G10 model. The feel, acoustics, and visual appeal all represent significant improvements that make this driver enjoyable to use. The stability through contact translates to better results even on less than perfect swings. The performance suited slower swing speed players particularly well, providing adequate launch without excessive spin. The forgiveness levels handled typical high handicap mistakes without catastrophic results. However, the premium pricing puts this driver beyond many recreational budgets. The improvements over the G10 justify the upgrade for existing TaylorMade users, but the cost might be prohibitive for budget-conscious golfers. For players wanting both visual appeal and actual performance improvement, this driver delivers on both fronts without compromising either aspect. After 6 months of intensive testing, the Cobra DS Adapt Max K stands as the only high handicap driver that combines maximum forgiveness with revolutionary adjustability that actually helps players optimize their equipment. This driver earned the top position by solving the fundamental challenge of finding optimal settings for inconsistent swings. The FutureFit 33 adjustable hosel represents the most impressive technology innovation in driver design, allowing 33 separate lie and loft configurations by decoupling the adjustments. This isn't gimmicky complexity, it's genuinely useful customization that helps players find optimal settings. During my extensive testing, the ability to fine-tune both lie and loft independently allowed optimization that traditional hosels can't achieve. Players with inconsistent attack angles or swing paths can find settings that work with their tendencies rather than against them. You wanted a driver that actually helps high handicap players improve while looking and feeling premium. You got it. The Cobra DS Adapt Max K represents the perfect combination of forgiveness, adjustability, and engineering excellence that makes golf more enjoyable and successful. That wraps up my testing of 2025's drivers for high handicap golfers. I hope this helps you pick equipment that truly improves your game instead of adding frustration. If this review saved you from the wrong driver or helped you find the right fit, hit subscribe and tap the bell for more honest golf gear reviews. Drop your questions or suggestions in the comments. I read them all. And if you're new here, welcome to Consumer Picks, where we test golf gear on real courses so you know what actually works. More reviews are coming soon. Until then, hit them straight, and I'll see you in the next video.